We are discussing chapter number 1, which is understanding the economic development. Income and what are the other criterias? See, for achieving development goal of people first of all they want better income. Apart from this, we have already seen that not only the income, they want certain other non-material things, like they want freedom, they want security, and also respect from others, that is the colleagues and bosses, etc. So for development of national average income or per capita income, this per capita income is needed. That is, either you calculate national average income or per capita this income. So if you see here, there are certain tables being shown. This table actually, and these are the numbers which are different because these are from 2011-12 and this is from 2002 and 3. So I'll just take the latest one and then we'll discuss. So the latest one is this one. So per capita income of Maharashtra is 1,01,314. For Kerala, it's 83,725 and Bihar 23,435. This is per capita income. Now, if you see this table closely, then Maharashtra is on the top position. Bihar is on the last. It is in the bottom. That means a person, single person of Maharashtra is earning quite high or higher than the Bihar person. That is, Bihar person is only earning 23,435. Maharashtra seems to be more developed city than Bihar. But if you come here, that this per capita income shows a different perspective. But now we will include something more. That is, what is the infant mortality rate? Let me tell you what these are. These are very important words. Infant mortality rate. This shows or this indicates the number of children that die before the age of 1 year as a proportion of 1,000 live children born in that particular year. That means, say in an year, say 1,000 were born, 1,000 kids were born, and say 50 died. 50 died. Okay. So this 50 is the infant mortality rate because it is 50 dying for every 1,000 before the age of 1 year, before attaining the age of 1 year. Coming to the literacy rate, what is the literacy rate? Now this measures the proportion of literate population in 7 or above group. That is, whoever person is 7+ year and he or she is able to read and write or understand certain language, one language. If he or she is able to learn, means understand, write a language, then he is literate, otherwise not. Then the net attendance ratio is what? This is the total number of children of age group 6 to 10 attending school as a percentage of total number of children in the same age group. That is, if there are say 100 kids in the age group of 6 to 7, and if the only 60 are attending, so 40 are not attending. So net attendance ratio, or you can say net attendance value, is only 60 because 40 are not attending. So coming back to this table, we have these which we discussed just now, infant mortality rate per 1,000 live births. This is literacy rate and this is the net attendance ratio as per 100 persons. As per 100 kids, now we are taking up to 14 to 50. It was 6 to 10 here, which we talked about. We are taking up till 14 and 15. Now if you see here, this is a comparative data again for Maharashtra, Kerala and Bihar. But we see certain different things. Kerala is more literate. The education is more here. That is why even Maharashtra is more as per capita income, or it's you can say Maharashtra is per capita income is quite high, but still the the kids which are dying are almost double than Kerala. Kerala is having only 12, but Bihar is more than them, because Bihar, the literacy rate is way less than these two, and attendance ratio, only 35 kids they attend the school. But in Kerala, in 100 kids, 78 of them attend the school. So what do we get? The first column, it shows the Kerala. Out of 100 child being born, 12 died before completing 1 year of age. But in Maharashtra, this is 25 out of 1000. And in Bihar, it is 44. And this last column, it is showing 78 kids aged 14 to 15. They are not attending school beyond class 8, which is greater in Maharashtra and Bihar. Now, what are the public facilities? Facilities which are provided by the central government or the state government. And these are the public facilities. That is why they are called as public, for people. Sarvajanik, like the schools, the hospitals, the community halls, and transport, electricity. So as we are aware that Punjab has more income than average person in Kerala, but Kerala has a low infant mortality rate. That is, the kids which are under, if you take 1000, they are dying less as compared to other parts of the country, because of the better public system, better government control, better government facilities, like the PDS, public distribution system. And this is a kind of system when the ration, that is the basic rice and wheat, etc., are being distributed at a very cheaper and nominal price by the government. So which provide a health and nutritional status of the state. So we need public facility, because there are certain people who may not be able to buy things by money. We cannot be able to say, there are other things also which we can't buy. We can't buy a free environment, because if the pollution is going on, it is the duty of the individuals and the government to curb the pollution, because the money is involved. Now here we have some data regarding India and its neighbors. So what this data shows is, this is the per capita income in terms of US dollars, and life expectancy at birth, literacy rate for 15 plus years population, and gross enrollment ratio for 3 levels, and HDI rank in the world. So this HDI is what? HDI is for Human Development Index. Human Development Index. So this is the human development, that how the various facilities are being provided to the citizen, and how their health and other education indicators, these are very important. The life expectancy at birth, that means how long the person is going to survive. So the name is suggesting average expected length of life of a person, how long he is going to be able to survive from the time of the birth. Now this gross enrollment ratio of 3 levels, that means the ratio of first the primary schooling, then the secondary schooling, and then the higher education beyond this secondary level, that is primary, secondary and higher education. This is the gross enrollment ratio, how many people enrolled here, how many students enroll here. Then per capita income, this one we already know is calculated here in dollars for all countries, so that it can be compared. So that is, take the income of everyone and just divide by the number of people in that country. So it is all also done in a way that every dollar, every rupee would buy the same amount of goods and services in any country. So it has been, you can say, standardized also. So if you see here, Sri Lanka, the per capita income is 4390, and India, it is 3139. Sri Lanka is a very small country. Even the life expectancy is 74. Also, the literacy rate for 15 plus year is 91. 69 is the gross enrollment ratio for 3 levels, and HDI rank is 93. But if you see, there are various places where India lags behind a very small country, Sri Lanka. The per capita income will lag. Life expectancy is 10 years less. Then the literacy rate is again very less as compared to this one. Though we have this Myanmar, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, which are way behind us. But Nepal also, if you see that though the per capita income is almost half of us, that is 3,000 this one and this is 1,500, you can just imagine this as a say integral number, proper number, then you see that this Nepal is not very behind of life expectancy at birth from India, and also this one also is not very less, that is the literacy rate. So this Nepal, which is way you can say in terms of per capita income may be behind, but other things it is almost equivalent to us, and Sri Lanka is way far. If you see the size and the location and other resources of Sri Lanka, it's not having that much which India has. So what we see surprising is that a small country which is Sri Lanka in our neighborhood is much ahead of India in every respect, and a very big country like us, we have a very low rank in India, as you saw. Though Nepal, as we just indicated, has half the per capita income of India, but it is not far behind India in life expectancy and literacy levels, as I just showed you. So it is the people, it is the citizens, it is their health, their well-being, which is more important. So now we need to discuss about the sustainability of development. What does this mean? When we talk about development, what kind of development we are doing? Is it sustainable? Are we doing it the way the future generation will be benefited, or they will live in scarcity? So I'll just give you an idea of this groundwater. So this because of the population we have and the people who are using it, this groundwater is the level of groundwater is decreasing. So another 25 years, 60% of the country would be doing the same. That means we will be not be able to levelize, or this will be less for the people who are coming after us. So after some years, this level will go down more. So this is the sustainable development, that is we use or we utilize the water such that it is available for the next generation too. So coming to this sustainable development means or refers the development of human with at the same time sustaining the ability of natural system. We want to develop, we should develop, but in a way that is the natural system, whatever we have, these resources should be sustained for the coming generation, because it is helpful to fulfill the need of the human beings without harming the ability of the future generation. For sustainable development, we have to use the non-renewable resources, various resources, and those fuel in less quantity which are going to be finished in coming years. Some renewable resources like the groundwater we took example will take long time for replenishing. It needs a lot of effort for that water level to increase. So we should use that resource in finite quantity or limited quantity. I can give you an example that this is the crude oil reserves, because crude oil, this from where the petroleum products come, petroleum, diesel, natural gas, etc. Now this is going to finish in some time. After few years, the reserves will be over. That means in 43 to 45 years, these reservoirs will be over. Then what will happen after that? Our cars, our trains, our buses and our trucks, all they run on either petrol or gas or the diesel. But when it gets scarce, it will not be there. How we are going to cope up with that? So what we saw here today is that the development is different from different perspective. Then we talked about how to compare different countries with respect to per capita income. Then we saw that it is very important for the development to be sustainable. So this is all about this topic. Thank you so much. Take care of yourself.